Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Yoruba movie reviews. This week I'll be reviewing a movie on Libra TV called Igi Owo. Igi Owo in English means money tree. So this movie, I'll say, is a slow burn, and I think they should title the movie A Series of Unfortunate Events, because it started off so well, then just bad luck just started happening, which made it interesting because it's drama, it's tea. Anyway, let's get into it. So the plot of the movie is this: a happy loving couple with one child were having money troubles. So one of the wife's family members decided to dash them a huge amount of money. Since the gifting happened, since they gave them this money, the relationship in the family became sour, leading to avoidable consequences. So basically that's the plot. Happy family got into some money, relationship scatter, relationship between husband and wife scatter, relationship between father and daughter scatter, relationship between mother and daughter scatter. Everything was just scattering until the family scattered. Anyway, so the couples were played by Rotimi Salami, Anike and their child was played by Rihannat Ayomide, and Odunlade Adekola played the side man. So why did I like this movie? I like this movie because, well, it was full of drama, it was full of tea, and there were so many lessons learned. So if you're looking for a movie where you're looking for a movie that also packs that, that's full of lessons as well as drama, as well as, you want to have a chill out time, this is the movie to watch. Okay, so the movie highlights, for me, I think the immediate issue in the movie was lack of communication. So in the sense that the wife wanted to spend the money they dashed the family, or they dashed her, a certain way. Instead of her communicating this to her partner, like, this is how I want us to spend the money, this is, I want to receive the money a certain way, I want to do this to the money, she kept that away from her partner and she was just doing her own thing. So I think this made her partner, the husband, feel blindsided, like, why are you just switching up since we got this money? Why are you behaving this way? I thought we were a team. So she changed their daughter's school. Sorry, spoiler alert. She changed their daughter's school, she changed their shop, and as a response, because the partner was feeling, blindsided, he became reactive. Argumentative, moved out of the house, like, how dare you switched up, I thought you were a team. Because let me tell you, why I said this movie was a slow burn was because, at the start of the movie, all good, you can actually feel the chemistry between the couple. You can feel that these ones are not couples of, oh, we're just romance. This is couples of, we are paddy, we are friends first. So you can even feel that through the screen. So to find out that, to be watching the movie and see everything just dissipates, like everything just cuts out, was quite sad. So the guy was quite reactive, like, why are you switching off? You're not the woman I married, you're not this person. And because he didn't have the answers, of course it's going to come to the obvious assumption, is the money that is changing you. It's because you've come into some money, that's why you've changed, and everything. It became argumentative, which later resulted to domestic violence. He ended up hitting the wife. So there were communication issues on both sides. Regarding the child, there was also like the child's relationship with her parents also got affected. The child became rude to her dad, rude to her parents. The child started using drugs to cope with a family falling apart. And it was quite interesting that there was a scene where the dad, moved out of the home, came back to confront the mom or something. Then the child came in from school, and the immediate thing, you haven't seen your child for 2 weeks, and it's like, oh, you changed my child's school. You didn't say hello, how are you? I missed you. I haven't seen you. How are you? The first thing you do was criticize, raise your voice, and everything. So this child is feeling alone. This child is coping with her parents being argumentative, her parents quarreling, and she started using drugs in her own way and everything. And the parent, it was funny because the parents did see that, The family didn't see that. The people that were the sideman that was trying to intervene did not see that. So it was like, this child was cool before you guys started quarreling. So definitely it's the quarrel that's making the child misbehave. Why don't you, both of you deal with that or go to therapy or something? Anyway, and I think that's the immediate issue, lack of communication between parties. I think the wider issue was assumptions. So when the lady went to collect the money that a family dashed her, when she went to collect it, she overheard a conversation between a couple of people, and they were saying, oh, never give a man money, never help a man because he might use the same money to maltreat you and everything. So I think she was using that conversation to inform a judgment about things, and that's why she kind of blindsided her partner. So assumption in the sense of, you heard a story that don't give men money, don't treat men a certain way, and you've assumed that your partner will behave the same way. You've disregarded how your partner has been with you in the past and all of that. You've just, taken that on. And I think for women in our society, they've drummed it to us since childhood, our great grandmothers, our grandmothers. They don't want us to have the same hard lessons that they had. So they're always instilling in us to be financially independent, to have our own bank accounts, to have some money for ourselves so that we're not left high and dry. These are really wise advice. I also think it makes us also susceptible to external advice that sometimes might not be applicable to our family life, and maybe they're applicable or not. But the situation was, she heard that information, she applied it to her family life, and that caused our family's relationship to break down. Another wider issue that the movie did bring to fore was stereotypes regarding women. I'm saying that, oh, women don't know how to deal with power and money, because money comes, when you have money, it comes with a certain level of power. That when women come into money, they behave a certain way, they are rude, they are pompous. And like, is that not everybody? Is that not a human trait? If a man comes into power and is egoistical and he has money and he is pompous, which I don't need to give statistics, people are not going to call the man. They're going to say, well, he's entitled to be because he's a man. But when a woman shows a similar trait, it's like, well, she's a woman, she's not meant to be egotistical, she's not meant to be power drunk, she's not meant to be. But the woman is human, different standards. That's sexism. Another issue was, or one of the questions was, does money show your true colors? Did money show the wife's true colors? And did the lack of money, show the husband's true colors? Because prior to them having money, the woman was dependent on a partner in terms of money. The husband was paying even her mother's medical bills. So she was quite dependent, and the husband had this provider role, that comes with it, and providing for my family. And when that was taken away from him, it became argumentative, it became abusive. And when the woman was no longer dependent, she knew she could call the shots, she knew she could direct her own faith. She began to make decisions without the partner. So the initial question was there true partnership in the beginning, or was it circumstances that made it seem like they were in love? Was it circumstances that made it seem like they were paddy? Where in truth, if she had her money, she won't be so, oh, my husband. And if it was not in a position to provide for her, it won't be all lovey-dovey, it will be violent. So did the money coming into the family, did it actually show each party's true colors? And also, it also brings into the question about opportunists. So I did mention that Odunlade Adekola played the side man. He was just a married man in waiting for this family dynamics to break down so that he can pounce. So some people are around you, they don't really want your good. They want something in your life to go bad so that they can prove themselves useful. Are those good people? I don't think so. So yeah, so I think like if you want to learn lessons, and there are many other things that some people might pick up that I haven't picked up, so please feel free to share in the comment sections. There are some things that didn't add up in the movie though. So when the woman came about money, she wanted to go and rent a 4-bedroom. Mind you, the money that they dashed them was 100 million naira, and the first thing you go and do is rent. I thought it was to buy. And they said they expanded their shop. I look at the shop. I'm like, I'm sure if you put 10 million, hard up sha. And the other thing that wasn't added up was after our relationship broke down, she moved out of the rented house. Unfortunately, their child also committed a crime, so their child had to, be put in a care home. She went to her father's house in the village, and she went there because that's the only place that her husband will be able to reach her, because her husband doesn't know the place. And I'm like, that's interesting. Both of you live in Nigeria, and he's never been to your father's house. Is the producer trying to tell us something about the dynamics of the mother's side of the family? And also her renting, is the producer trying to tell us something about financial skills of the woman compared to the financial skills of the man? Like, what they're trying to dredge up, I didn't understand that bit. But anyway, it was a good watch. Go watch it on Libra TV. And I'll give it 3.5 stars. Thank you. Bye.